Well, good afternoon and welcome. I haven't spoke to the membership for a couple weeks. I thought I'd do a quick update and welcome to my home office. I have been working from home off and on the last few weeks, and the last couple days I've spent here, it's a lot different, but we're trying to at least be a part of the social distancing and try to get through this pandemic period and make sure it works so that we can work remotely. Just like to first off start that our within West River, our crews continue to work split on the outside. Same two guys working together, come in at different times, go home at different times. They've been really good about working together and making this work for all of us. Not an easy time, but they've been doing very, very well. Of course, we continue to push safety, and that's one of our mantras is safety, and that includes, not only now safety on the line, but safety within staying well and healthy. Also, as a reminder, we may ask when you call on an outage situation, we may ask if you've been sick or anyone in your family has been, just so that we're still going to respond to the outage, but just may take a few extra safety precautions when we do have to come onto your property. We normally don't ever have to go into the houses or anything, but we just want to know when we pull into that yard if it's something locally there that we are able to take care of it. Of course, our inside crew is mostly working from home. It's working out very, very well. As I've said before, you make that phone call, you're going to get one of our friendly member service reps to answer it that you're used to hearing from 7 to 5 most of the time. So they've been answering all your questions, making a lot of pay arrangements, answering some high bill complaints, and in the normal transfers that are happen as people move. And one of the things, again, I'd push is, of course, the Smart Hub app on your cell phone. Use that. You can see your usage, you can make payments, anything of that nature on that app. So it's very important that you do take a look at that. One thing I thought I would mention is the stimulus payments are starting to show up from the federal government as part of their program for the act, the CARES Act. And I just want to encourage you, if you get one of those and you're behind on your electric bill, maybe try to make a small payment on that and then help visit with the member service people about making pay arrangements if you need to stretch it out a little bit. But try to make a payment now because the bills are not going to be forgiven. We're not going to write those off. We want to try to work with our members, however, to make sure they can make those payments. It's surprising, we still see a lot of transfers happening with people moving. We've seen a large influx of new services being requested. So from that aspect, that's really good news for the membership. On a bigger picture, Rushmore Basin and WAPA working hard to make sure that our grid is secure, that our lights stay on, our generation is running. Many of those larger ones like Basin and WAPA have their pandemic plans in place, and now they're actually exercising them. If it gets to the point they've got plans in place to actually sequester employees in these plants for longer periods of time where they'll eat, sleep, and stay right there just to avoid any contact outside with the outside world. So everything's going well there. Of course, on a basin standpoint, of course, their loads are down, similar to what ours. When you look at what the oil industry and what's happened to that, many of the ethanol plants and those type of things are shut down or throttled way back. A lot of commercial businesses shut down. So we're definitely seeing a decrease in sales, and we're hopeful that we can get through this. I'm sure we'll be fine. As I get toward the end here, I had a colleague of mine in Missouri this morning that posted something that really hit home. He talked about when one of the Wrights flew across, made the transatlantic flight. One of the things that he wanted, he didn't want a 9/16 wrench or a half inch. He wanted a adjustable crescent wrench. Why is that? It's adjustable, it's adaptable, and it's flexible. And as he said in his post, that's what we need to be. Not only as West River, but also as people. We need to be adjustable, flexible, and adaptable. And I thought it was just a great little comparison or to show what we need to do in these trying times. Life's going to be different. I think down the road you're going to see us all wearing masks in airports and those types of places at certain times of the year. You'll see glass when you go into businesses similar to what you're seeing now. I think it's just going to be the new norm, and we have to learn to accept that, as difficult as it is. But we'll get used to it, and we'll talk about it and laugh about it in another year or two from now, I'm sure. Enjoy the nice weather. It sounds like the next week or so is going to be very nice in the 60s and 70s. Man, if you get a chance, go out, sit on your patio, get out and walk if you can, get some exercise, take the dog for a walk, whatever it is. Try to get out and do your social distancing, but get out and get some fresh air. I know I sure hope that I can this weekend and get my head cleared a little bit. Finally, I'd like to thank not only our great crew of employees that have been so dedicated to myself, West River, and the members, but also like to thank and recognize the first responders, our hospital workers. My goodness, they're under a tremendous amount of stress. Firemen, EMS, the first responders. What about the grocery store workers, unsung heroes that are making sure that our shelves are stocked and doing all of that? Our cafes and local restaurants that are doing takeout. Man, they've done as bang up job in trying to accommodate our needs. And what about the truck drivers that have to deliver all those? Very pleased with them. And finally, probably none of that would be any without our farmers and ranchers. They feed us, they keep us fed. There's a lot of food to be had, so don't worry about that. Hey, take care. As I always say, stay safe, stay well, and take care. We'll see you next time. Thanks.